the presence of a single aircraft carrier can significantly alter a nation's military strength. These vessels represent some of the most formidable assets in a military's arsenal. Legally, they can position themselves within 22 kilometers of any coastline, granting unparalleled strategic influence, particularly considering that a large portion of the global population resides within 100 kilometers of the ocean. Although numerous military vessels can launch helicopters, only 19 aircraft carriers worldwide are capable of launching fixed-wing airplanes. The United States possesses the largest fleet, with 11 carriers, while other countries like China, Thailand, India, Russia, France, and Italy have 1 or 2 carriers each. Operating these colossal carriers, which require over 6,000 personnel and can remain deployed for up to a year, is akin to managing floating cities. The operational prowess of advanced carriers like the French Navy's Charles de Gaulle, capable of launching an aircraft every 30 seconds, is remarkable. However, despite their strategic advantages, aircraft carriers pose significant operational challenges, primarily relying on their aircraft for offensive capabilities and possessing limited defensive armaments. Due to their vulnerability, carriers never travel alone. Instead, they operate within carrier strike groups composed of guided missile cruisers, destroyers, submarines, and supply ships. The carrier serves as the flagship, coordinating the group's actions under the command of an admiral. While American and French carriers boast nuclear power, enabling extended deployments without refueling, they still require periodic restocking of essential supplies and aviation fuel, often conducted at sea to maintain operational efficiency and security. Supply ships within the strike group facilitate this process by sailing to nearby ports for replenishment and returning to resupply the carrier while underway. This involves transferring aviation fuel via hoses shot across from the supply ship to the carrier, ensuring sustained operational capability during extended missions. There are 2 methods for transferring solid supplies to aircraft carriers. The first involves attaching pallets to dollies, which transport cargo across to the carrier like a zipline. The second method, simpler yet more perilous, employs helicopters to lift pallets from the resupply ship and transport them to the carrier. These transfers accommodate crucial supplies such as food, as well as less critical items like mail. However, mail also reaches American aircraft carriers through conventional means. Each carrier possesses a mailing address akin to any building in the U.S. For instance, the USS Gerald R. Ford has a designated address where families of sailors can send mail, costing the same as shipping to any other U.S. address, regardless of the ship's location. Sailors can even order packages online for delivery to their ship. Expedited mail can reach carriers sailing globally within 10 days from a U.S. address. Maintaining this speed necessitates more frequent deliveries than those of logistics ships, but carriers effectively serve as floating airports. American carriers utilize a fleet of C-2 Greyhounds as cargo aircraft, providing high-frequency connections between carriers and shore. As carriers navigate global waters, the pickup points of C-2 Greyhounds shift to nearby friendly nations. While mail contributes to crew morale, it's considered the lowest priority cargo for C-2 Greyhounds, which primarily transport spare parts for aircraft and VIPs, press, and other personnel to and from the carriers. Despite being similar in size to civilian aircraft like the Embraer 145, C-2 Greyhounds operate from relatively short carrier decks. Unlike commercial airports with lengthy runways, carrier decks are significantly shorter, around 330 meters. To compensate, US and French carriers utilize catapult systems to accelerate aircraft to takeoff speed within seconds. This allows for the launch of sizable aircraft from the carrier's compact decks. In contrast, carriers like those in China and India, lacking catapults, can only deploy lighter, short-range aircraft capable of taking off from very short runways. Both types of carriers utilize arrestor wires for aircraft to catch upon landing, facilitating rapid deceleration within the limited space available. Unlike other carriers, which can only accommodate aircraft capable of vertical landing, these carriers rely on arresting gear for landing operations. The flight deck operates amidst meticulously organized chaos, with personnel distinguished by the color of their shirts. Yellow shirts oversee aircraft movement on the deck, while blue shirts assist in various tasks such as driving tugs, operating elevators, and message delivery. Red shirts handle ammunition handling, while purple shirts manage aircraft refueling. Green shirts encompass various roles, including catapult crews, maintenance personnel, and cargo handlers. White shirts fulfill diverse functions, including aiding aircraft landings and providing medical assistance. Brown shirts, worn by plane captains, oversee aircraft preparation for flight, distinct from those piloting the aircraft. Despite the flight deck's limited size, carriers can house up to 100 aircraft, utilizing massive elevators to transport them between the flight deck and the hangar below. Each American carrier accommodates around 6,000 personnel, with approximately 3,200 involved in ship operations, ranging from engine maintenance to bridge command. Many tasks occur below deck, as the flight deck primarily serves flight operations, leading to prolonged periods without sunlight for some crew members. An additional 2,500 personnel comprise the carrier's air wing, performing roles akin to those at a land-based airbase, including air traffic control, aircraft maintenance, and piloting. Enlisted personnel typically share cramped quarters, while high-ranking individuals enjoy more spacious accommodations. Despite offering amenities like stores, gyms, and lounges, space remains scarce due to the ship's large population and operational focus. While some question the relevance of aircraft carriers in modern warfare, the US employs them not only for combat, training, and home defense but also for power projection. Typically, an American carrier is deployed somewhere globally, ensuring a constant presence. These carriers boast impressive speeds, capable of reaching destinations like the Middle East from Norfolk, Virginia, in just a week, emphasizing their agility and strategic significance. In the Pacific, the US holds a significant advantage with the USS Ronald Reagan stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, enabling it to reach destinations like the shores of North Korea in just 29 hours. American carriers frequently traverse the world's oceans, serving as a reminder of US military strength. For instance, the USS Ronald Reagan completed a 4-month deployment from August to December 2018 without engaging in combat, spending much of its time in the South China Sea, an area of contention between China and the US. In Asia, American carriers regularly visit the Korean peninsula to assert their presence, particularly during times of heightened tension, such as in November 2017 when 3 American carriers loomed near Korean shores. However, despite their formidable power, aircraft carriers remain vulnerable targets, especially in the age of stealth drones and precision missiles. The potential sinking of a single US aircraft carrier could result in significant military casualties and the loss of billions of dollars in assets. While no aircraft carrier has been sunk since World War II, recent incidents during war games raise concerns. In 2005 and 2015, Swedish and French submarines defeated US carriers in simulated combat scenarios, indicating vulnerabilities in carrier defenses. This underscores the fallibility of aircraft carriers despite their robust defense systems. Nevertheless, the US has already commissioned the first of 10 carriers in a new class, while China, India, and the UK are constructing carriers of their own. Despite debates over their relevance, aircraft carriers are likely to remain prominent fixtures in naval warfare for the foreseeable future.